And from racing to speeding through 6 of the most pressing questions in all the land, this is Quick Six. Former Panthers defensive end Al Wallace is here with us. Queen City News anchor Brian Blakely, always here. Let's throw 2 minutes on the clock and let's get this thing started, gents. Al, we'll start with you. Which Panther not named Bryce Young needs to step up the most this weekend against the Falcons?
You're going to need to score some points. That Atlanta Falcons defense is playing much better. Yeah. T-Mac has proved that he's a real pro. He's going to need some help from some friends. Let me talk about Xavier Legette. Yes. They're going to need some production out of the big man. Slow to go, negative yardage on 8 targets. Can't have that happen. They just got to get him the ball in some creative ways. Get him going in these offenses.
They would love a big game from him in the worst way. Brian, did the Panthers abandon the run a little bit too early against Arizona?
Well, when you're down 20-3 at a half and 27-3 in the third quarter, it's really hard to get the run game going, because you got to get going and much faster than that. You got to change your whole game plan. So I think Chuba Hubbard, he got 100 yards against the Falcons last year, and I think he's probably going to get going this Sunday, because you got to get Chuba going as well early.
Absolutely. All right, Al, we're talking Bijan Robinson versus Derek Brown. Does Bijan get over 100 yards against the Panthers' run defense that was better on Sunday?
Yeah, I think Bijan gets over 100 yards. This is one of the most dynamic runners in the NFL. They talked about his cuts. You saw Saquon Barkley giving him love on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Look, Derek Brown's a man. He's a beast in the middle, and he's a little bit salty, as we heard earlier in the show. But I like Bijan to have a day. Everybody's had a day here against this defense, unfortunately.
That's very true. Brian, I asked Al earlier, should Shane Beamer consider leaving South Carolina for his alma mater, Virginia Tech? His dad, obviously, the legendary coach there.
Yeah, Beamer is like royalty there, but not, Brent Pryce seat is really hot right now after losing to Old Dominion. But, hey, Beamer's not looking too good after that the Vanderbilt loss on Saturday. So Blacksburg might be taking a little bit of time on that decision on whether they get rid of Pry.
Certainly intriguing to see what they do now with Pry actually out of there. Al, Thursday night under the lights in University City. Rice currently a 2.5-point favorite over the Niners. Does Charlotte get it done, get to 500?
Yeah, I think their confidence is riding high. I sat down with Coach today. I think they feel like they have a good plan in place, much different than we saw against Monmouth, but they're going to have to be disciplined against that rushing attack of the Owls.
All right, Brian, one more. Let's pretend you're the head of CSL University.
Pretend, okay, yes.
Oh, well, you are. Okay, let's give the show and a mascot a name.
Well, we are a bunch of circus clowns around here, so I can say the big clown or something like that. We all kind of lovingly say that about the sports, but I'm going to go with another animal from the circus. I'm going to go with a lion. How about Leo the lion, because that's who we are, a big roar that we are, the big blowtorch of CSL.
All right, print the T-shirts. There you have it.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.